Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with the Beth Israel Rabbi. As I stand here in front of these incredible, moving, and beautiful paintings done by our member, Peter Sarganis, we must all remember that for everything that we have faced, all of the challenges that we have faced over the course of the last 7 months, that these 2 hostages and all of the hostages currently being held captive in Gaza are suffering so much. That being said, I want to tell you just a small little story. A story about when I went to go buy new shoes this past week. I was in the store downtown waiting to pay, and some guy walked by and saw my kippah and decided to scream, "Free Palestine." Now, obviously, he must have thought one of 2 things. Number one, that I have a direct connection to the Israeli government and the entire Middle East, and I would be able to make serious political decisions for Israel and the entire Middle East, or that he was just going to scream an anti-Semitic epithet against me and decided not to scream something else, but to use this, Free Palestine, in guise of some other anti-Semitic epithet. I have a funny feeling that it was the latter. And indeed, over the course of these past number of months, I know that all of us have been affected emotionally by what took place and is taking place in Israel, by the attacks on Israel, by the attacks on us, whether if it is in our workplace, if it is at the shoe store, or wherever it may be. And indeed, this is not the first time in Jewish history that we as a people have faced challenge. And I believe that that is exactly why it is a consistent message in the Torah, that we need to remember our time of challenge and remember how God has been there with us. And in fact, as we read this week's Torah portion, Parshat Emor, we are given a litany of laws about how we can bring Kedusha, how we can bring holiness into this world. And at one point in Parshat Emor, we are told that we are to make God holy, and God is to make us holy. And then the text tells us that that is because God brought us up out of the land of Egypt, brought us up out of our slavery into a state of freedom. Knowing and acknowledging that part of our history means that we are given the zchut, that we are given the merit to have a special relationship with God. A relationship in which we know that even in times of challenge, even in times of struggle, even when it seems as though we are alone in this world, that God is indeed with us. One of the places that we have felt that pain, the anti-Semitism, and the crush, seemingly of so few people being with us and needing friends and even God to be with us, is on university campuses around the world, in Canada, and for us here especially in British Columbia. And that is exactly why on June 17th at 7:30, we are putting together a special panel discussion for our community about what is happening on BC's university campuses in our province. Please join us as we hear from students, professors, from Selena Robinson, and as we have this incredible panel organized and moderated by Jay Eidelman and even the incoming executive director of Hillel. I look forward to seeing you there. Please make sure to sign up because registration is mandatory for this important program, 7:30, June 17th. Shabbat Shalom.